Hello and welcome to the Fire Swamp Podcast,
Hello.
episode 14?
Yes.
It is, it's episode 14. Tell us if we're wrong in the comments. Welcome back to the Fire Swamp with your host, Roc and Remy. We're going to get straight into it. The year is 2001.
My director is, I've gone for Steven Soderbergh for Ocean's 11.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think this was one of the first proper heist movies I'd ever watched. It's essentially about a character called Danny Ocean, played by George Clooney, who has just been released from prison, essentially wants to get back with his wife, played by Julia Roberts, but she is now engaged to a casino owner, played by Andy Garcia, who is basically buying up these Vegas casinos, and George Clooney tries to humiliate his ex-wife's new partner by robbing all three of his casinos in one night. And then he assembles a little team along with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Matt Damon, as you say.
Well, did you check the batteries?
And everyone plays their part perfectly.
As does Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a format. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's so incredibly reliable with the genre.
He's not a one-hit wonder with the heist films. He can do it, and he doesn't need the same actors in order to do it, or the same sort of storyline and plot. But it's got a fantastic cast in this. I mean, it's absolutely stacked.
And I think that's part of the reason why it is so rewatchable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the cast of characters, their relationship, and their interactions are humorous and infectious.
Yes, and they every time you think, blimey, this is stacked. Who else could they add in? They add in another one and another one as the films go on.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant. You know, with sort of these kind of heist films or films with a twist, once you've seen it, you feel like now when I re-watch it, it's not going to be as fun because I know how it's done.
Yes.
I do feel though with these that even after I've left it a while and then come back to it, I'm like, heck, how did they do that again?
You're either in or you're out. Right now.
So I have gone for this director's third feature film.
Okay.
His first two were a big hit. He's an Australian director.
Oh, I know who you've chosen, yeah.
Baz Luhrmann for Moulin Rouge. Wow, to say this is he has a kinetic visual style is kind of an understatement, really. I think it's safe to say that maybe for some his style could be a bit overbearing.
Just scratch that little nigga. You know what you do.
Yeah, it doesn't always work. I don't think.
But when it works,
Wow.
it's poetry in motion. It sounds corny, but really it is incredibly moving, and I think possibly never as moving as it has been in Moulin Rouge, the film I'm picking. For those who haven't seen it, we follow a young poet played by Ewan McGregor, who is invited to the Moulin Rouge, which is a real gentleman's club in Paris. And he's, through hijinks, is introduced to a courtesan played by Nicole Kidman. And they realise that they've had this mistaken identity, but within that they're fallen in love. And then it's very much a Romeo and Juliet story of, this relationship cannot last, but love prevails.
In musical form.
In musical form, yeah. There are so many standout scenes in this film, and scenes where, let's face it, Baz is showing off.
Yeah.
He's just showing off, and the film is all the better for it. You know, it's like a 2-hour-long music video. This
Essentially,
film.
yeah.
And you know, again, that can sound really overbearing, but because his style is so in your face.
Yeah.
But the themes of this film and the performances are so over the top. You know, it's all about love. It's all about hate. It's all about these really big...
It's very intense,
yeah,
isn't it?
big, strong emotions.
Yeah.
And the performances are phenomenal because they really go for it. They don't care about looking silly.
No.
You know, they're wearing their hearts on their sleeves, and it's I just think, as we said earlier, when Baz Luhrmann, when it all clicks,
it works.
It's like I've never seen the sky before. Want to vanish inside your kiss and forgive everything. I will love you.
Top musical for you?
Top 3.
Definitely.
Top 3 musicals of all time.
What would you say is this number one or?
It's not number 1 and it's not number 2.
Okay.
But I've seen a lot of musicals, so the fact that it's even breached the top 5, it's an important film to me. No, my number 1 would be what I think is objectively not necessarily my favourite film of all time. It's not, but what I do think is objectively probably the greatest film ever made is Singing in the Rain.
Yeah.
About film. It's funny, it's romantic, it's some of the best dance choreography you'll ever see, and for its time, what Gene Kelly did and the cast, I think it's sensational and genuinely almost unbeatable as a musical, I think. Number 2 for me would be the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yep. Good old Tim Curry.
Good old Tim Curry, and again, it's an impactful film at the time.
Definitely,
you know what
sure.
it speaks about then. You know, now
way ahead of its time, isn't it?
Way ahead of its time. Now the communities that it's speaking for have a far greater platform.
Yeah.
And this was at a time where those communities were very much repressed.
Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.
And the fact that this gloriously camp, beautiful, gothic musical, which has sensational songs in it. Like songs that will make you cry, songs that will make you get up and dance. It's such an important film, and one of the best shows to see live.
'Cause I've seen blue skies through the tears in my eyes, and I realize I'm going home.
And
I've
then
heard that.
Moulin Rouge, for its impact, particularly on me, I find it very hard to not watch the Roxanne cover and
Yeah.
not cry.
Yeah.
It's so overwhelming with emotion, that scene, from its direction, from its score, from the Ewan McGregor's phenomenal voice.
His eyes upon your face, his hand upon your hand, his lips caress your skin. It's more than I can stand. Roxanne, does my heart cry? Feelings I can't fight.
But anyway, those are my top 3 musicals. I won't ask you on the spot because it's your
I'll be here till
nightmare.
next week.
So yes, Baz Luhrmann for
Great choice.
Moulin
Great
Rouge.
choice. So the actor I've gone for is Denzel Washington for
Brilliant.
Training Day.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
This was a hard one because I also did nearly pick Ethan Hawke as well.
As Jake Hoyt is
Yes.
his character's name.
But it's hard to look past Denzel's performance in this.
As Alonzo.
As Alonso, yeah.
Yeah.
I nearly picked it for Anton Fuqua for director.
Yeah,
So
fascinating.
I wanted to include it somewhere. It was just as to what.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as much as I like Anton Fuqua as a director, Denzel's performance in this is unbelievable.
I mean, literally Oscar winning.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's essentially about Ethan Hawke's character, Jake Hoyt, wants to become a detective, so is partnered with Alonzo, Denzel Washington, and basically is taking on a training day. Throughout this training day, he realises that Alonzo isn't maybe the
He's not the
well-known,
cleanest cookie, is
well-respected,
he?
the well-respected officer he thinks he is.
No.
And Jake kind of gets dragged into this sort of spiraling out of control. Wants to, uphold the law, but is realizing that his partner isn't.
And facing power dynamics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of toxic masculinity
Corruption
portrayed in here,
and-
corruption,
yeah.
and that such human instinct of like, oh, I want to impress my boss,
But my boss is corrupt.
but my boss is
An
a
arsehole.
murderer
Yeah.
and a drug dealer,
Yeah.
and oh god.
Yeah, and it's like, what's more important, the respect of my colleagues
Yep.
or my career?
yeah,
Because
and,
his career is on the line.
and his honor.
Yeah.
And I didn't sign up for this.
In about 10 seconds, this place is going to be overrun with blue suits. So why don't you go outside, clear your head, or shoot me?
It's a simple story, but it's got real weight to it,
Yeah,
hasn't
it
it?
really does, yeah.
And I think the fact that it's all encompassed within this one day
Yes.
also makes it that much more gripping.
Yeah.
What an amazing performance.
He can do really serious, funny, passionate, gritty. He does it all throughout this film.
He does. And then also when the threads start being pulled at, and maybe the tables are being turned. I won't spoil it for anyone here, but you see him start coming apart as well.
And it's weird because he at the beginning he's portrayed as someone who's very hardened,
unflappable.
Yeah, like nothing phases him, and then like you say, it starts to come undone, and it's like, oh man, he's like really starting to like panic and.
You ain't no police. You ain't no police. I want my motherfucking
Alright, you motherfucker.
Good! Man, let's get the fuck out of here!
Stay in the car.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Your performance.
So I have gone for Vincent Cassel.
Yeah.
In the first foreign film I ever saw.
Okay.
And therefore the first French film I ever saw, which is a film called The Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Oh, okay.
Which is a remake of The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Oh,
the Sherlock Holmes story. That's right.
Love that story.
Yeah. And what's fascinating about this is I'm assuming the events of this film came before The Hound of the Baskervilles, because apparently it's a true story where these trappers were invited into this town because many people were crying out about a monster that was stalking the homes and the villagers, and eating them. Basically, this film is about the investigation into those murders.
Right.
So you follow these two trappers, one of which is played by Mark Dacascos.
Oh yeah.
Who we've spoken about in John Wick 3, I believe it was, for one of your favourite fight scenes. And he plays a Native American called Manny.
Oh, right.
And so it's this really interesting spin of
that
story, which includes moments of kind of martial arts cinema. At the same time, you've got all the kind of romance and musket smoke of Last of the Mohicans. And then it kind of goes into some mystic areas as well as the story unfolds.
Okay.
And it's and that's where Vincent Cassel comes into play.
I think he's an underrated actor as well, Vincent
I agree.
Because funnily enough, he's also in one of the Oceans.
He's in Oceans 2.
He's in Oceans 12, yeah.
As the Fox, I think is his name.
Yes, the Fox, yeah.
He's got an amazing dance sequence.
He dances through a laser series of security lasers.
Yeah,
it's
incredible.
Absolutely fantastic.
I've gone for Vincent because he gets under your skin. He's really creepy in this one.
Well, he's that kind of character, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's got like this long straggly hair, and as his story unravels, you really despise him, and you're really looking forward to him getting his comeuppance. And because it is essentially a period drama romance with this mystery, when you get these bursts of martial arts or something like that, it's like just a bonus.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, cool. Like, this is wicked.
You may be a ghost, but I will kept you in two.
Definitely one for you.
Yeah. Well, I've never heard of it, but it is definitely going on the old watch list.
Definitely one for you. It's got all the stuff you love in it.
Brilliant.
And one for your dad as well, because I know he loves that stuff. Anyway,
Great choice.
so I've gone for Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Oh,
And
that's
as
nice.
I say, first foreign film I ever saw.
Wow.
I remember it was a Thursday. I had come home from school, and my dad had rented it from the local Blockbuster. And I remember, because it was the first foreign film I'd ever seen, we first watched it dubbed.
Yeah, sure.
So we first saw the dubbed version, because my dad wanted to start introducing me to foreign language films, but thought maybe asking me to read an entire film is
Too
not
much.
the way in.
Yeah.
But he knew he'd get me with martial arts.
Yeah.
He was crafty.
Well, it worked, obviously.
Yeah. There's some boobs in there as well, so that helps.
Oh, I got a new woman and she is so fine.
And, actually, it's a brilliant cast, because you've also got Monica Bellucci in it as well.
Brilliant.
As I said, Vincent Cassel, and yeah, I'm now getting excited about the thought of you watching it, so we can talk about it.
The more you talk about it, the more you sell it. So
it was boobs, wasn't it? That was the one.
So the scene I've chosen is from a film where I could have chosen about 15, 20 different scenes.
I'm trying to think what films we've... Big film?
Oh, big film, yeah. The
Okay.
start of a series of big films.
Well, it won't be your favourite film, because I guarantee...
no.
So I think I know where we're going on.
Yes, so I have
Do,
gone...
do, do,
exactly
do,
that. Yeah, I've gone for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Fantastic choice.
The scene I've chosen is the chess scene.
Great! I love that scene.
I loved it as a kid.
Yeah.
And it shows how much watching it as a kid you don't really pay attention, because when I watched it again as an adult,
I know.
there's so much that to me that it was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like Ron sacrificed himself.
He's complained about this to me before.
I don't know if it's just
No,
me.
it's not. It's really silly. It's really silly.
There's this whole fantastic chess sequence with these self-moving pieces.
Yeah,
but Harry and Hermione have to take the place of two of the pieces. Ron climbs on the back of the knight
Yes.
piece. And because Ron's really good at chess, he's the one actually directing all the pieces. But in order for Harry to continue on, Ron sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I didn't think twice about it. You just think, oh, how brave of Ron sacrificing himself. But then you realise, just get off the damn horse.
Yeah.
Like, just jump off.
Yeah.
And he has to literally watch his impending doom.
Check.
Careful, Austin. Watch out! Watch out! Shut up, Harry.
But it's I love the film. I do think the Harry Potters do progressively get better. They don't kind of, if you were lucky enough to watch these as they came out, you grow with the characters.
Yeah, So I completely agree. Like, I mean, when you say they get better, I think really substantially
Yeah.
better, to the point where some of them I think are superb. They're
Deeply moving.
really amazing pieces of cinema. And I was such a cynic when it came to these films. When they came out, I've never read a Harry Potter book.
I have.
And I've still never read a Harry Potter book. And I probably will never read a Harry Potter book.
And you might get hate for that.
Yeah, it's okay. But don't worry. I was turned around. So, yeah, and when the films came out, you know, I couldn't get over some of the weaker performances in those original films.
Yeah.
I mean, we all love Daniel Radcliffe now, and he's in some of his performance in Swiss Army Man and other
He's
films.
grown into more than just Harry Potter.
He's an
but
incredible actor.
My eyeballs can't see as well.
But you look mysterious, and girls like mysterious. You feel cool, right?
I guess.
You look cool.
Oh, what are you doing?
All you have to do is talk to her. I believe in you.
Whoa! Are you sitting alone?
Yeah?
So you're a freak.
What?
Now you're not.
So what are you listening to?
It's the song I wrote for you.
It was always going to be hard for him to get out of that
really hard,
shadow, though.
really hard. And the weight on that kid's shoulders, you know, I can't even imagine it. So for what he's done, he did really well. But as the films grow, so did he. And funny enough, it was my wife who was like, watch the Lord of the Rings films for me, because she loves the the Harry Potter films. I'm just giving away our favourite film of the year.
Damn it. Spoiler alert.
They knew.
Yes, they did in this, yeah.
But she was like, you know, give them a watch for me. And I thought, okay, like, she loves them. Like, I want to experience that with her.
Yeah.
And so going through them, by like the third film, I was like, what's going to happen to Ronald and I?
Yeah. You were on that, like, secretly into
I was like,
it.
oh no,
Yeah.
I've been corrupted. And then by the end of it, you get that.
By the end of it, you're sat there with a wand, a cloak.
Yeah, I've got the sorting
the
hat on my head.
glasses,
Yeah.
With butterbeer in hand.
But actually, it wasn't the books. You know, it was the films that once I sat down and I thought, I'm going to go on the journey, and I'm going to try and leave my bias at the door and experience them and try and see what everybody loves about them.
Yeah.
Christ, there's so much to love.
And I think if you did read the books, you'd love it. You'd gain that extra
So I'm told.
appreciation.
As my wife now,
Yeah.
that's the next bit. She's like, right, I've got him with the films.
Yeah, going with the books.
But from your wife as well, who is
Yeah.
not a big film person.
Not at all. No, this blew her away.
Yeah.
She put this off for years because she was just like, I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I promise you, please just give it a go. And like you, first one, I got her on the hook.
Okay.
And then by the end of it, she was like all in.
Yeah.
And now it's the one series of films that she does not shut up about.
That's lovely. I
like
love that.
it's so amazing to see what a series of films, what the effect can be on someone.
Yeah, and those last few films are really incredible.
I think they kind of get overshadowed because of how it started. People think, oh, it's just a bunch of little kids messing about.
They do.
And
They do.
They don't appreciate that the older ones are like, no, they're a lot more adult.
And you know what I think is quite a relatively decent comparison here is people who refuse to watch the new Batman because it's got Edward from the Twilight series in it. It's like people change, man. Like you know, time moves on, and do like myself or like your partner. You know, allow yourself to open up a little bit, and because genuinely for real film lovers.
I don't think you can call yourself a film lover if you're not willing to give something a go.
Oh, absolutely.
If you give it a go and say, do you know what, not for me, totally fair enough. If you just write things off...
Well, I think especially considering the level of fandom.
Yeah.
You know, this is not something that's niche.
No, not
This
at all.
is something where there are millions upon millions of people saying this product has heart and, you know, no matter the age you are, give it a go. And genuinely, those last films are really impressive just from a filmmaking standpoint. The worst case scenario here is you watch them and you think, well, Rock was full of shit. But from a filmmaking standpoint, really impressive. And you've got some of the greatest British actors ever. Like,
definitely.
How often do you get bloody like Maggie Smith, Gary Oldman, Alan Rickman, Helena Bonham Carter,
Ralph Fiennes, Michael Gambon?
Mate, how often?
Yeah.
How often are you going to get these guys together and interacting?
Yeah.
Like, it's no surprise Daniel Radcliffe became such a phenomenal actor. Oh, for those who haven't seen Harry Potter...
Do we really? Okay.
No, we've got to.
We needed to.
We have to. No, there's
okay,
the odd
for
ones
those
out
who
there.
haven't seen Harry Potter, wow. It's about a boy who is an orphan, who lives with his auntie and uncle and his cousin. They don't want him, they don't like him, so he lives under the stairs until one day a letter arrives through the post informing him that he is a wizard. Because he's kind of like the wizarding chosen one.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the Matrix.
Yeah, he was like he was the only person to have survived the most powerful wizard, and in doing so, he actually, the most powerful wizard has now disappeared. So he's like one of the most famous wizards in the entire wizarding world.
Which is a real emotional journey for Harry, because obviously going from
none of this.
Yeah, and going from a kid who is essentially being told they're worthless and they live under the stairs, to not only that you're a wizard, Harry, but also you're special
and famous and everything, and dealing with fame as well as like
and
everything
so
else.
It's a fascinating journey to go on with this kid and those around him.
So, your scene. I have a feeling your scene's going to be a little bit different to mine.
It is a little bit different than yours. I've gone for a film that I think is really underrated, actually.
Okay, that's good.
And
you like that?
I think the reason it's underrated, it stars Jet Li.
Good start.
And I think the reason it's underrated is because the films he made in Europe or America are really kind of shat on, because understandably, and I'm one of them, people are a humongous fan of the work he did back in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But the film I've chosen is Kiss of the Dragon, which is a really dark, gritty police drama martial arts film. So for those who haven't seen it, you follow a Chinese police officer played by Jet Li, who is sent to Paris to arrest a drug lord.
Okay.
In the process of this, the French officers he meets with to sort out this arrest turn out to be very corrupt and very, very dangerous. And they end up framing Jet Li's character for murder. Whilst he's in hiding, he befriends a prostitute played by an exceptional Bridget Fonda, who is incredible. God, like she's so heartbreaking in this.
No, you don't understand. My life is not some fairy tale. My life is hell. Richard is the devil. And he has my daughter and he's gonna kill her. And then he's gonna kill me. And then he's gonna find a way to get out of it clean.
Jet Li becomes less concerned about escaping and more concerned about getting the daughter back and helping this woman. In doing that, he goes to the building of this officer and he has these two henchmen, which are like these. I think they're supposed to be twins, but they look very different in the sense that one is really tall, bleach blonde hair, and the other is small, bleach blonde hair. But they're exceptional martial artists.
Right.
And basically, Jet Li is overwhelmed by their ability and their clashing styles, and so he has to kind of like work out how he's going to beat them. And it's very clever because one of them is very much like a kickboxer. He encourages him to come into this small corridor where every time he's throwing his kicks, he's being blocked by what's surrounding him.
Yeah, sure.
And then Jet Li can keep progressing forward.
Yeah.
And so there's a, funny enough, speaking of chess, there's kind of this, chess game going on. And it's a really fascinating and brilliantly choreographed scene, and I love it, and I love the film, and I hope more people check it out, yourself included.
Yeah, good choice.
So
you've got director
Baz Luhrmann
directing
Vincent Cassel.
Yep.
In Kiss of the Dragon. Oh God.
Baz ruins it.
Baz ruins it, doesn't he?
Because Vincent Cassel, I could actually see doing.
Well,
that kind of
Vincent
stuff,
Cassel is
and he's
actually
done it, so-
he is a martial artist. He's
So-
incredibly athletic. It's up there with like one of my favourite Jet Li films, like.
So it's good because
one or
it's got
two.
Jet Li in it. So
Yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't really
that's
want to
another
replace
problem.
him either.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's not going to be a musical number. So.
it ain't gonna be music. Also, he's so flashy, Baz. Like,
Yeah.
I don't kind of want. The action needs to speak for itself. I don't need that over.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Visual flair added to it, because you got Jet Li.
Yeah.
Vincent Cassel as the villain would be really interesting. French. At the same time, I think it's Checky Cairo or
Cairo.
Yeah, you know the guy I'm
Yeah, I
talking
know
about.
exactly who you mean,
Anyway, he's an amazing villain.
Keep an eye on us.
To help you.
Yes, of course. To help us, since we are so incompetent. Because after all, what is our miserable history compared to yours? Ouillant, suillant. Since we have to work together, I don't want to spend half day killing your name. Got a nickname?
No.
Why don't we give you one? How about John? I like that. Richard. Inspector Richard. Welcome to Paris, Johnny.
When the reveal of the title happens, Kiss of the Dragon, and you realise why it's called that, man, it pays off.
Right.
It's so cool.
So okay, so basically all the things you're saying is that it's not.
No, it's not. And oddly, weirdly, because I picked Vincent Cassel because I thought he would fit into this film really well, and I think he would.
And the fact that it's set in France really helps.
Yeah, and I think he really would.
I don't think that's the issue though. Baz is the biggest
It's Baz.
issue. Yeah.
It is Baz.
Bit of despair.
What's your roundup?
I don't think we need to do more.
No.
I think we could just safely say it's
No. I think we definitely need to.
So I have got Steven Soderbergh
Okay.
directing Denzel Washington in Philosopher's Stone.
Joking. In Philosopher's Stone.
As much as I'd love to see Denzel Washington against Voldemort pretending to be a wizard,
I just imagined like Voldemort coming up, being like, "You are the boy." He's like, "King Kong ain't got shit on me."
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't think it's going to happen.
Bit of despair.
Lord of the Rings.
Fellowship of the Ring.
Fellowship of the Ring.
I think mine's going to be pretty repetitive for the next 3 years.
It's all right. I'll break it up.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll.
This is my as much as I love the Lord of the Rings series, the Fellowship of the Ring is my favourite. I think it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, Peter Jackson just smashes it out of the park with this one, and with the other two for me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's one of those films that it's not like, oh well, that one's better than that one. They are all consistently brilliant.
They're all consistently brilliant. Yeah.
Over the years, I know we've spoken about this before. My order has always changed.
Yes. Yeah, we've recently spoken about
always
this.
changing. It used to be like 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I still probably would struggle now with an order. I do think the extended editions of the films also add another level to it that makes you appreciate them even more.
It's really strange, and it's so sad that, because I saw all these in the cinema when they originally came out. You know, with director's cut and extended cuts and stuff like that, there's so many films that are torn apart and ruined by the fact that the artist's original vision isn't there for you to see because of some studio interference. You know, thankfully these films are great on their own.
Yeah.
The problem is though, you miss so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about deaths of characters, for Christ's sake.
Prisoner
For those who haven't seen it, would you like to explain what it is about?
So, for those who haven't seen it,
Walk. Somebody's following them. Walk.
It began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, 7 to the dwarf lords, and 9 rings were gifted to the race of men, for within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. The Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. And into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all.
the dwarves, elves, and men all band together to fight against Sauron, and the One Ring is that Sauron is destroyed, and the One Ring, instead of being destroyed, is taken by a character called Gollum,
by a hobbit,
and then Gollum loses it to a hobbit, who then carries it for the next 111 years. And in all that time, there's been peace. But then the ring is passed to Frodo, played by Elijah Wood.
Yep.
And they're basically like, this ring does have to be destroyed. And so they take it to the elves, and a council is held as to who is going to take this ring back to where it was created and destroy it. And then so begins this quest to destroy the ring. But obviously their journey, travelling all the way across they're going through enemy territory, and they're making friends, losing friends, battles,
and
everything
also
along the
quite
way.
literally walking through wars.
Yes.
You know, because obviously there is a world that is existing around them, and there are political struggles and wars going on.
Like, elves hate dwarves.
Yeah.
They all hate each other for different reasons, but they're also being hunted by the enemy as they're going.
Mr. Frodo!
I'm the halfling! I'm the halfling!
But it is the start of an absolutely epic journey. Peter Jackson smashes it with this.
Yeah.
He puts so much time, so much effort into this, and it really, really pays off.
Yeah.
And really cemented Peter Jackson as a fantastic director.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, brilliantly explained.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased you did that because I didn't want to.
It's a hard one to explain.
It is.
Actually,
You
when
did.
think
You
about
did
it,
amazingly. You did amazingly. Yeah, like, do you know, it's funny. I remember seeing this with my mum and my sister. We went to Brighton Cinema, and it confused the crap out of me because I had never seen a film with such an open ending.
Mm.
And I remember that being a real standing point for me, being like,
now what?
Like, right, so they've just escaped, but the big baddie is still around, and you've got, right.
We're not finished.
So, is this an interval? Like, what's happening? This has already been quite long for an interval. And yeah, for some reason that really freaked me out as a kid. I was like, I do not understand what has just happened because there hasn't been an ending. Even sequels like Die Hard had an ending, even though there was a sequel.
Yeah.
Like, this is confusing.
It's very open-ended twice.
Yeah. But it works so beautifully because it further, I think, encourages you to sit down and watch the trilogy.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I find it really hard. I don't know if I have ever successfully sat down to watch Fellowship and not gone on to the Two Towers,
next,
not gone on to the Return of the King.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's got everything you could want in a film.
And yet, all I needed was Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn.
For me, it's Orlando Bloom as Legolas.
Well, that's the difference between us, really.
Aragorn, go!
Both very cool in very different ways.
Yes. Stacked cast as well.
Incredible. Yeah, Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee.
Oh, Christopher Lee.
Yeah, R.I.P. Christopher Lee.
Hugo Weaving,
of course.
Liv Tyler.
Viggo Mortensen just mentioned. Elijah Wood.
John Rhys Davies.
Yeah, amazing cast. Like, yeah, Andy Serkis, obviously.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
I mean, you know, this is one of those films, again, like we've spoken over the years, we've spoken about, you know, Terminator 2 coming up, The Matrix coming up, films that really pushed forward cinema in one way or another, be it, you know, technology, choreography, in this case, special effects, computer-generated effects, you know, performance capture. You know, these words didn't exist
early days
before these films came out. We were never not going to pick Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring.
My dad would kill me if I didn't. So yeah.
Again, I can't tell you how many films we haven't managed to speak about in this year.
Gutting. We really struggle. We're going to struggle really.
Oh, it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah,
there'll be tears. There'll be
people
God,
riot.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it though, guys.
Well, we definitely did.
We did.
So hopefully we've given you some films to add to your watch lists. Speaking of watch lists, go follow us on Letterboxd. We are compiling a Guilty Pleasures list over there. We're soon going to be compiling a top 50 animated films.
We haven't forgotten about animated films. We know we haven't mentioned any.
We've purposely decided to keep that for our Letterboxd followers, so you've got something a bit special that you don't get on the other channels. So please do go over there. Every film that we have ever picked in any episode, it's all there in the different categories that you would want them in. And if you have any suggestions for our Letterboxd or our Instagram,
or shorts that you want us to see us do,
or TikTok,
whatever,
let us know in the comments. Anyway, I've been Roc.
I have been Remy.
And we'll see you next week in the first one.
See you in 2002.
See you later.